Want to go, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Hey, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And how about that? Big shot to start the game, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's another Bengals first.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 21. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. Past the 20, 10, 5, and he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 63 yards. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10, 5, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
At the 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Chargers have taken a 1st quarter lead. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Bengals nothing. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mixon on the toss right. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 3rd down, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Bengals nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon, and he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on the punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Charger drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, just like last play.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And out across midfield down to the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Complete to Hunter Henry.
23 yards on the play.
Chargers.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
And goal at the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. 1 receiver left. That's Allen. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown.
Number 81, Mike Williams.
Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Bengals nothing. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Bengals 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Now it's Burrow. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will make it into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Trey Quinn, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here is Eckler. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
A loss of 4 yards. And it's third down. 3rd and 11.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
Down Chargers.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the ground, it's Eckler. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert eluding the pressure right. He's going to look. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. They'll run here with Eckler. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Herbert now on second down. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage. Downfield, go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled invasion. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Herbert. And he finds Stills, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Chargers 21. Bengals 14. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Now third down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
24 is the mic. 24 is the mic. All day, pump. 24 is the mic.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And down he'll go at the 25. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. And take it right on the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st down, Justin Herbert going deep here for Stills. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Burrow. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. On the left side, this is Stills. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
The ball carrier.
Austin Eckler with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 83 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just 1 score. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. And you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 3rd and long. It's Herbert. Flush to his right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's Eckler again, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
3rd down.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Switch up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Herbert to a knee, and that should just about write it into this one. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And this, not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. Right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try